Hello, and welcome to Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. This is a spirit guidance message for Sagittarius. Now, this reading is for anyone with Sagittarius in their chart, guided to my channel. This is also a general message, and it may not resonate with everyone. Yet, keep in mind, this message intent is strictly for guidance. So, okay, Sagittarius, let's get into your spread. Now, to begin, I'm going to start off with some messages I want to share with you that I got through your meditation while pre-shuffling your cards. And the first message for you, Sagittarius, it talks about your foundation, your home, your stability, you know, what you need in your life to feel comfortable, what you need to feel free within yourself. And with that, Sagittarius, the message is about obedience, doing the right thing, Sagittarius, having integrity in all that you do, as well as following the rules that are already set in place, Sagittarius. This could be at work. This could be at home. You know, this could be driving, in your car. It's about if there are rules set in place at this time, or it's important for you to follow the rules and not try to do what is you think is the best way to do it. You know, it's about understanding how it goes first before you want to change the plans or change the rules or set your own way of doing things. So it's about learning to be obedient, learning to follow the rules, learning the process, and understanding certain processes are put in place for your safety and for safety of others, for your best interest and the best interests of others as well. So obedience is important at this time, Sagittarius. It's all about you understanding the importance of following the rules that are already set in place. Work, home, driving again. So keep that in mind within this energy or within this message to you at this time, Sagittarius, no matter what place this may apply to in your life. Your next message talks about you being able to have fulfillment. Anything that you desire, you can have. You have this inner knowing, Sagittarius, and it's about continuing, to continue your faith, continue your knowing, and seeing what it is that you want for yourself and continue to manifest that, knowing that by staying positive, by knowing what it is that you want, by going for it, and the patience that's needed as well, you'll have that fulfillment, Sagittarius. So this is something that you must keep in mind and continue to strive for. You understand that the answers are not just going to come to you. You're not going to get all the answers that you may be looking for in this reading. Again, this is guidance to you at this time. And the messages to you from spirit to trust in spirit, to have faith, continue to have your willpower, continue to have your courage, continue to keep striving, knowing, having faith, believing in yourself, Patience, Sagittarius, as well. And, continue with having confidence in yourself. Again, that's that courage. And, keep your intuition intact, keep listening to that gut feeling, keep listening to your inner self, your higher self, keep listening to your spirit, Sagittarius, because, your instincts, that's part of being grounded, by being able to be in your body as well as being connected in your spirit, because your spirit is helping guide you through this physical world by trusting in your instincts, trusting in your own power. At times, Sagittarius, it might feel like it's a lot going on, with family, with friends, with work, with your love life, possibly, wanting to have another career, wanting to, enjoy yourself at the same time. It can just feel like everything is kind of, all over the place. And with that feeling, Sagittarius, don't allow that to cause you anxiety. Concentrate and focus on what you can focus on, one step at a time. Focus on, what gives you clarity. Don't focus on things that has you in confusion, And it's about, again, keeping your frequency high and keeping your frequency high and, you know, focusing on things that bring you clarity, you know. So those are your messages with your pre-shuffle, Sagittarius. And getting into your spread, the first message we're going to get is from the Wisdom of the Night Oracle deck for our overall message for this reading. Underlying under the deck, Sagittarius, we have the card of the Grove. This is the card of 21, the number 21. And for 21, for me, it's about you, that knowing. It's about having balance. 2 plus 1 is 3. And, having knowledge of and acknowledging the wisdom that you've acquired, Sagittarius. Acknowledging where you are right now. And at this time, with this energy of the Grove, I would say that you're comfortable at this time. And understanding, yourself, understanding what it is that is important to you, understanding what it is that you've achieved at this time. So let's see what the message from the book, just for a bit of clarity. But for the growth, for me, you're at a good place, Sagittarius. Okay, so our message for this card, this wisdom of the goddess of the night. The goddess of the night invites you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you have harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect, yet imperfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that it will pass and that I watch over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So, it's a good place, Sagittarius, at this time to, come to this place right now and understand what you've been through and where you are right now. And, just having that understanding of yourself at this time, Sagittarius, understanding about life. And at this time, it is a time for you to find peace, within yourself and to heal and to let go of, what is holding you back, what has been holding you back. It's about acknowledging that as well. And again, not regretting it, understanding it, Sagittarius. And understanding when it comes to people we love, there are always going to be those differences. None of us are the same, perfectly imperfect, and that's what you learn to love and appreciate about their differences. And you want to be loved and appreciated for your differences. And it's, again, all goes back to that understanding of this, Sagittarius, and being able to have that compassion and being able to forgive. Something to think about, Sagittarius. Because this is at a point of entering a new cycle. And in order to not repeat another cycle of the same things, Sagittarius, again, number one, try to follow the rules and be obedient, doing the right thing, having that integrity, Sagittarius. And that first and foremost is respect for yourself. Not thinking we got it and we do it our way, It's about, again, doing the right thing until we understand it to the point where we can change it. Final message and overall energy for this message, Sagittarius, is the card of, again, understanding. It's all about understanding, Sagittarius. It's kind of crazy. This is a card of the number 43. And it's about that, again, going back to your stability, Sagittarius, your foundation, what you stand on, your comfort zone, and you being free, Having that understanding again of the importance of faith no matter what. Having that understanding of the importance of the connection that you have to the universe, to the spirit, the divine source. Understanding, Sagittarius. Beautiful. Faith, courage at all times, willpower, no matter what, Sagittarius, no matter what. So this message of understanding, Sagittarius, is card of 43, going into the number 7 of spirit, Beautiful, Sagittarius, understanding. This is a symbol for deep and true comprehension. It is one thing to read something or to hear something, but it's another thing to truly understand something. You are being asked to keep an open mind and heart and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it is like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. That's deep, Sagittarius. I want to say deep and dope at the same time. So that's what it's about. That's what this message is really about for you, Sagittarius, is your understanding. The differences in everyone, the need to have strength and be strong through all situations and circumstances. That's the ultimate power, Sagittarius. That power again within you, within yourself, So get into your spread. We have the underlying energies of the Emperor, Sagittarius. And pardon my little because the Emperor is, I want to call the Emperor, he's more than the ultimate warrior. He is all things, been there, done that, is in control of his life. The Emperor, sets the stage, sets the rules for all others. The Emperor is in control of his life, his stability, his foundation. Emperor, is a leader, an authority figure. The Emperor is the authority of his own life. You can have Aries in your chart. You may have Aries in your life. Yet this energy of the Emperor is about being your own authority, the authority of you, Sagittarius, being strong, standing strong, making empowered choices and decisions, and knowing that you make empowered choices for yourself. When it comes to your foundation, when it comes to your stability, when it comes to you feeling free, you do what's best for you and not easily persuaded by others. Uses logic, intellect, period. So it's about being strong in your spot right now, Sagittarius. And this is just the underlying energy. And that's about just having understanding of yourself, having that understanding of what it is that you want, you know? So when it comes to the primary concern or issue with this message, we have the message of the Three of Pentacles, the card of the Three of Pentacles. So the primary concern or issue is about working with others, Sagittarius. Teaching others, learning from others. Again, working with others is the primary concern. You might deal with some people that's kind of shot the out, you know. Listen, I got Sagittarius in my chart, so I do understand this, especially working with the public at times, working with others and their differences. And, it's about that understanding, Sagittarius, understanding the influence that you have on others and the influence that others have on you as well. And, being able to distinguish it, and be strong and the emperor of yourself, knowing how to situations where you need to protect your energy, knowing how in situations you have to, again, be the authority of yourself, of the authority of the situation, logic, using your intellect, and not allowing others to try to persuade you in their way unless it makes sense, unless they can. If you don't agree with it, then you need to discuss it, and they must, show facts. Understanding, Sagittarius, working with others. The next card speaks about the motivation about for this reading. For you, Sagittarius, the motivation is about balance, with the Six of Pentacles. Your balance with situations when dealing with others. It's not about first and foremost people taking kindness for weakness, taking advantage of kind heart, you know. And at this point, Sagittarius, you might be, tired, not really beat for that, and not willing to work in situations where it's not balanced, give and take. It's not about being breadcrumbed in a situation, someone giving you less than what it is that you're getting. Your motivation towards this reading or this message is understanding situations and interactions and communications, and when you're in a relationship or situation again and it's not balanced. Our next card identifies the areas in your life you are anxious, you may be anxious or disheartened about. We have the Two of Wands. You may be anxious or disheartened about the next step, Sagittarius. This new cycle what direction you want to go. What do you want for this next chapter? Your future. And at this point, it's time to make a balanced decision. You may not you may feel anxious, you might feel disheartened because you may not know where or the direction that you want to go in. You may not know or, have that next plan laid out all the way. You've been through a lot, you've accomplished a lot at this time. So, what's next? So, patience is always important, Sagittarius. You know, write down some goals. Think about it. This is a time to reflect. You have that opportunity available for you. And, don't let it cause anxiety and, but, think of it as a venture that you can plan for yourself. Make it fun and don't, maybe take it too seriously, Sagittarius. I know that, it is important, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. And again, change your perspective possibly on it. Think of it in a more of a adventurous type of way and not like, oh my God, woe is me, or, what am I going to do? All right. It's just about thinking more positively about it and not going back to what was. Think about what is and think about what will be, Sagittarius. And again, you're on that grove right now where it's important to whatever you could be holding or holding on to from the past. Right now, it's about forgiving yourself. You have the opportunity to change. And if you choose to ignore it, Sagittarius, it'll cause you to repeat this cycle again until you get it and make the change necessary. So, our next card signifies events in your current situation that you are unaware of. Oh boy, Sagittarius, it is the Eight of Swords. So, you may be stuck in your mind at this time, Sagittarius. Stuck in thought, feeling stuck, probably going over and over your head in your mind about this, that, what am I going to do? What's going on? Who did this? Who did that? And these thoughts can cause inaction, Sagittarius. And what's happening in it is you are creating these thoughts. It's an illusion in a sense, Sagittarius. Thinking possibly the worst about a situation, continually thinking about the same situations, and it's holding you back, Sagittarius. And it's a possibility. It's that your thoughts is not just a possibility, but it's your thoughts that are keeping you stuck. The thoughts what you're choosing to think about. But only you can change your thoughts. Only you have that control over your mind, and what you want to think about. So think about that, Sagittarius. It takes more energy to think about something or to think the worst, yet it builds your energy up, Sagittarius, when you think about the best and the possibilities. It builds your energy up when you are in gratitude and you're thankful for what you have right now. So stay up, Sagittarius, and take that blindfold off, anytime you feel yourself stuck. Because these thoughts are continually holding you in a cycle. So our next card is advice to provide you knowledge on what you should do or not do to overcome your apprehensions. We have the card of the Knight of Swords. So what you should not do, Sagittarius, I would say, is go charging off without thinking about the consequences of your actions. Okay. Um, what you should not do is allow anyone with this energy of the Knight of Swords that just coming at you like you know, just not coming at you probably with no coof, no, you know, compassion, excuse me, no understanding of how they're coming off. Again, no coof. Don't let that don't let that get you in your head thinking about what somebody else did and in their energy, Sagittarius. We're going to clarify the Knight of Swords in just a moment, Sagittarius. But with that energy of the Knight of Swords, it's the energy of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That energy of just, again, coming strong, coming sharp, not caring what they're saying, how they're coming across, just saying whatever they want to say, how they say it. Um, again, protect yourself from this energy, Sagittarius, and don't allow this energy to get you stuck in your head. So, our next card tells you the best way to proceed from your worries and what you should do to keep moving. And that is the card of the Three of Wands. And what you should do to keep moving is, again, with the Three of Wands, is planning your next move, putting your energy out there towards what it is that you want, Sagittarius. Putting that, you're taking your seeds, going towards what you're passionate about, what you love, you know, looking forward for your future, having that understanding of, you know, where you want to go on your journey, writing down those goals, setting those goals, Sagittarius, and shooting for them. What else we got to do? I want to say, in a sense, forget social media, worrying about what other people are doing, how other people are doing, what I'm doing, minding my business. What's that? How they say that? Minding the business that pays me. You know what I'm saying? And putting that energy out there towards what it is that you want. You know, it got me thinking how we all got that same 24 hours. So what you doing with yours? All right. So our next card tells you how to move forward with a positive light. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the energy of Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And with the energies of the Knight of Pentacles, it's like slow and steady wins the race. You know what I mean? With the Knight of Pentacles, he, might be the slowest moving knight, but with this Knight of Pentacles, to me, he's holding his pentacle nice and steady, and making sure that it's not damaged, making sure it's not corrupted, it's not punctured, it don't fall, but I'm going to get it to you. It's going to get there. You know what I mean? And just keep and determined to get there. And that's how you move, Sagittarius. So finally, if you are, our next card wraps up the possible result you will get if you are able to follow the guided light of this reading. And that is the 10 of Wands. Sagittarius with the 10 of Wands. You're on your way to let go of burdens, you know. You're on your way to a new cycle where you don't have so much on your shoulders. You're on your way to a cycle where, it's a new cycle. You're not holding on to others people's shit. A new cycle, Sagittarius. So let's clarify this spread with the Kipper deck. Now, underlying the Kipper deck, Sagittarius, we have the card of the Thief. So we have the Thief clarifying the underlying energy of the Emperor. So when it comes to, again, people that smile in your face, talk about you behind your back, when it comes to energies of people that steals your energy, again, you have to, move in that authority of yourself, standing strong, knowing who you are, empowered in your choices, in yourself, being balanced, Sagittarius. And you can see that energy of a thief from a mile away when you are balance within yourself. So again, having that understanding of your connection to spirit, holding strong, Sagittarius. And to clarify your primary issue and your primary message, a reason for listening to this message, it's about you working with others and how this energy has had you in a state of despair, where working with others has had you feeling conflicted, has caused you challenges, changes. Believe it or not, Sagittarius, man, these situations are placed here for us to overcome them. I'm dealing with a situation right now at my workplace. I got some energy that's causing me to feel some type of way. Like, again, with the emperor, you can abuse your authority. And at this time, this individual is, the supervisor, my superior, I guess, the supervisor. And, I just don't like how this person communicates. And I continuously think, like, why is this person in my life? Like, at the end of the day, I understand I'm supposed to learn something from this situation. So it's about you understanding the importance of being able to work with others. This can be in love. This can be at work. This can be with family. And understand that if the situation, let's say, is repeating itself, it's something you're supposed to learn in order to overcome this. And what you are supposed to learn is the importance of understanding yourself, the importance of being able to have compassion, you know. You know, in a sense, I want to say it's a little cheesy to me, especially when someone comes at you incorrectly. But at the same time, it's all about being a bigger person, let's say, and again, overcoming these challenges. And that's again of understanding who you are. You are the authority of you. No one has any authority over you but you. You hear me, Sagittarius? To clarify the motivation about this reading, to clarify that motivation about having balanced relationships, to clarify your motivation, it's about, again, you knowing who it is you are, what it is that you want, what it is that you're going to tolerate, and, again, who it is that you are, Sagittarius. And when it comes to any relationships, if they don't come in a balanced way, they can't stay in your cipher. They can't be a part of your life if you're not balanced, if you're not bringing the balanced energy that I'm bringing forth. that I want for myself, that I want in my surroundings. And to clarify the areas in your life that you may be anxious or disheartened about, we have the card of clarifying the Two of Wands. We have the false person. So, what may be causing you anxiety at this time? What may have you feeling anxiety or again disheartened is that energy of repeating the same cycle. It's like it's some fear underlying Sagittarius a bit that is causing anxiety. Maybe it's the fear of the unknown. Again, the fear of repeating the cycle. And that's why at this time, all we have is faith. We have a way of manifesting, we have that power within us. And it's about what you think about is what you bring about in relationships. So if you're in a relationship and you're thinking someone is going to cheat on you, someone is going to do the same things that they did before, if you're continuously thinking about what went wrong, what your fear that's going to go wrong, that is going to happen. I kid you not. And I'm sure a lot of you may know we can sabotage our own happiness by our thoughts. What you think about, Sagittarius, is what you bring about. Keep in mind how much that good energy will build you up. That negative energy is going to bring you down and continue to hold you in despair. To clarify the events in your life, the events in your current situation that you are unaware of, and clarifying the Eight of Swords, we have the card of the number 28. Clarifying the Eight of Swords again is your thoughts, your expectations that will hold you. Thinking too much, Sagittarius. '28. Balance. Understanding, Sagittarius, if you're not balanced in your thoughts, we got to think about past experiences, past relationships, and how was we thinking? What were our expectations at that time? How were we thinking? What was our perception at that time? Are we still holding on to that same train of thought, that same way of thought? Because if we're still thinking about the worst, thinking about how girls cheat, guys cheat, how people lie or they've lied and how was before, expecting the worst, that's what we're going to keep getting. So what you're not aware of is how important it is to change your thoughts, to change your way of thinking about yourself, to change your way of thinking about others. to change your way of thinking in certain circumstances. If you can change your way of thinking, Sagittarius, it's going to start a new cycle. To clarify the Knight of Swords when it comes to your advice and your knowledge that you shouldn't do with the Knight of Swords, we have the card of poverty. So the advice for you, Sagittarius, when it comes to the Knight of Swords, when it comes to the energy of wanting to get a point across, someone coming towards you with no proof, or if you're in a situation wanting to explain yourself, where you've been, how you have lacked, coming from a lack mentality, thinking lower of yourself. This is what you don't do, Sagittarius. And with this energy, if these type of people, this energy, um, with the talk, with the, loudness, with coming at you without any proof, don't allow that situation to make you feel less of yourself. Again, these challenges with other energies, with other people, these changes that you go through is to build the power within you. you know, what they say, how that struggle builds character type of situation. But this is for you, again, to overcome feeling less than, continuing to have that understanding of who you are. Continue to not let your faith be knocked. Moving into this new cycle in the authority of who you are, where you came from, where you've been, and where you are going. Moving out of that lack mentality, Sagittarius, being strong within yourself and knowing what direction that you want to come or go in at this time. To clarify the Three of Wands when it comes to the best way to move forward, we have the card of the number 22. The best way to move forward is as an official person. That's that authority again, Sagittarius, that number 4, about your strength, about your stability, about your freedom to be in love and know who you are. That you are official. You've been official, Sagittarius, And understanding whatever you put your mind to, you can make it happen. beautiful. To clarify the Knight of Pentacles when it comes to how to move forward. And again, that was slow and steady wins the race. When it comes to dealing with the community, Sagittarius, when it comes to dealing with others and understanding, it's not something that is going to happen overnight. We're going to deal with different type of people probably every day, Sagittarius, And it's all about being patient when it comes to other people and their energies. It's all basically, again, about the understanding of who you are, period. I don't know what's making me want to say no filter, genuinely, authentically. Be patient with others. Be patient with yourself when it comes to the community, when it comes to dealing with others, Sagittarius. That's just bottom line. And to clarify, the Ten of Wands. And this is how we wrap up this energy properly, Sagittarius, by letting go of other people and their energy, understanding the importance to guard, protect our energy, pray over ourselves, pray over our loved ones as well, Sagittarius. Letting go of others' burdens, understanding who you are, what you bring to the table. Understanding if you can help, you will help, but you're not going to be taken advantage of. Understanding those relationships that's not fair, that's not balanced in your life. Not repeating this cycle and not coming from a lack mentality, not coming from that place of settling like we may have seen our parents do. Knowing where we're going, knowing we are official. That is going to provide you with a gift in this new cycle, Sagittarius. A gift of ending holding on to what other people think, what other people do. It's beautiful. So I'm going to give some messages from our angels and ancestors. And our first card of guidance is from the Sage. The Sage guidance is asking you to be devoted and committed to what is important to you. Our next card of guidance is the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. So it's not about staying in your head, Sagittarius, when it comes for feeling stuck, feeling like it's nothing that you can do to move yourself out of the situation. If you stay grounded, stay in gratitude, stay in prayer, stay in meditation, stay in nature, go out and get that breath of fresh air. Take that walk, appreciate the trees, the sky, the sun, the moon, Stay rooted and stay grounded, Sagittarius. So I'm going to read these two cards from the Sage and what messages the Sage and the Earth Guardian wants to bring you at this time. Bear with me. Okay, so the Sage. The Sage's message is be devoted and committed. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. And our next message from the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. The time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth, take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. So stay grounded, Sagittarius. Again, what was that card with that energy of the Knight of Swords, rushing in, not caring, ready to defend yourself no matter what, ready to charge at someone, coming from that lack place, feeling like you have to defend yourself at every move. It's important that you don't do that. It's important, again, to stay grounded, to, think before you act, but don't stay there. It's about going for what it is that you want, to come out of that lack mentality, come out of any thought of lack, you know. It's not about talking about it, it's about being about it, doing what it is that you have to do to walk through, and not having to, boast about it. Just keep that in mind, Sagittarius, and stay rooted. So I'm going to let you guys go with some little reminders from the law of attraction. Okay? Your first reminder at this time, Sagittarius, is to have courage. Like this beautiful panther that we have here, through the mountains, through the storms, having that courage. and moving in no fear. My fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. So continually having that courage, Sagittarius, and understanding the importance that's needed to believe. Believing in the transformation like this butterfly. Can you believe a caterpillar that walks on the ground turns into a butterfly that can fly? I mean, it's unbelievable, Sagittarius. But but it's there. It's apparent. So believe that each check you write brings more money back to you tenfold. Believe that money is going to come to you quickly and easily. Believe, Sagittarius, and no feelings of despair. So, Sagittarius, I hope that this message helped. Again, this is Adik Tarot, the beginning of the truth. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, Sagittarius.